Did you have a good holiday today? Enjoyed your Labor Day, I hope. We're going to try to make it maybe a little bit better for you tonight with what we hope will be some good hits for everyone. We have got a couple of different products that will be opening tonight. And what are those, as a matter of fact? 5-Star Baseball and Trinity Football is what we have on tap. And of course, before we actually get rolling with ripping into things, there is a little bit of information that I like to go over. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So first up, feedback. I get asked this question a lot. That's why I kind of incorporated it a while back. And that's just really to let you know that my feedback is automated. So what that means to you is that anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get the same in return. And then, of course, the more important thing there is to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out with me. In this case, spending part of your Labor Day with me. We're taking a look right now at what is coming up in the days ahead. So these breaks are already listed on eBay, and we'll be busting into them in the days that are coming up. So tomorrow night, Tuesday night, will be a half case of TriStar Autograph Mini Football helmets. That's a back half of a case we started a bit back, I don't know, a week or so ago. And then we'll break another master case of Absolute Football, 12-box master case, which is 2 6-box inners, basically, makes up a master case. Then on Wednesday night, it'll be another new release day. We will start at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, and open a half case of Luminaries Baseball and a half case of Contenders Draft Picks Basketball from the 2019-20 class. Yeah, our new rookies. How about that? Thursday night will be Trinity again, 5-Star Baseball again, and some more National Treasures Collegiate Football. On Friday, we're going to open the rest of that Luminaries Baseball case that we start on Wednesday, and then we'll open another 16-box case of Chronicles Baseball. On Saturday, we'll do another 16-box master case of Unparalleled Football. So that gives you an idea of what is coming up in the days ahead. Here's what you need to know for tonight. I am expecting that this stuff is going to get out the door and on the way to you approximately Thursday. So as always, that's give or take a day. So if something goes really well and I'm ahead of schedule, I may be able to get it out early. If something unexpected comes up or something slows me down, it could always go a day later. But right now, Thursday is my best bet. Consolation cards. If you get skunked in either one of these breaks tonight and you don't pull a single card of any sort, you are still going to get consolation cards. They are going to ship out when the rest of the break ships, because they always ship out with the rest of the break when it is a paid shipping break like we have tonight. All right. So first up is our 8-box case of 5-Star Baseball. And this is a full case break. It is break number 3. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Monday night, which, believe it or not, is the 2nd of September. And, of course, we have a few teams in here that don't have hits and aren't listed. That was the Diamondbacks and the Rockies. Excuse me. The Marlins, I thought, had no hits in here, so I haven't been listing them. And then the last break we did, we pulled a Marlins card. So, in fact, they do have hits in here. However, they weren't listed for sale. So there you go. And nobody put in a bid on the Tampa Bay Rays, so we don't have to worry about that. Celebrity cut signatures, if we pull one of those, as you see there, it has its own bidding category. So if we came up with a celebrity cut signature, it would go to that specific bidding category. Last but not least, I am changing up the focus a bit, and that is why your background went out of focus, but please don't let that concern you. I just do that so we can look at the cards up nice and close. Keep it all nice and easy to see. All right, so if you are waiting on Trinity Football, don't go too awfully far away, because 5-Star, even though it is a case, it is a 1-pack per box product, so it actually goes fairly quickly. So if you're waiting on Trinity, you know, you're probably going to have maybe 15 minutes or something like that. So not terribly long. Hi, Jay Allen. You need some Phillies in here? Your Phillies beat the tar out of my Cincinnati Reds today. Beat them like a drum. They crushed them. Rhys Hoskins with a pair of home runs. Rhys and Bryce with back-to-back home runs in one inning. It was just dreadful. I really didn't watch the whole thing. I had a lot to try to get done today, so I was busy sorting and working. I kind of listened to part of it and looked at a little bit of it and mostly got other stuff done and was just as happy that I didn't sit there and watch that from start to finish, because it was a pasting for sure. I think the final score ended up like 7-1 or something. We just got viciously beat down. Jay Ellen, you watched it and you enjoyed it. Yeah, I guess so, because you guys were the ones putting the beat down on. It's always more fun when you're the team laying on the beat down than the team getting it, for sure. Excuse me. Kareem, you have our celebrity cut signature spot tonight. All right. Listen, my friend, I would love to pull one of those for you. It would make me super happy. You call it a lottery ticket. It is a little bit of a unicorn, isn't it? It's not easy to find one of those to come out of here. But if we do find one, it sure would be nice. Mark, you're looking for Ichiro and Ohtani. We actually pulled Ohtani out of the last case that we did, so I know he's in here. Haven't pulled Ichiro yet, but we'll do our best to try and find him too. All right, let's get rolling on here. Robert, you said you missed Hurricane Dorian, so now you're hoping for some Yankees. Okay. Yeah, I guess Dorian has been kind of sitting over top of the Bahamas for a long period of time. And I guess they're still saying it looks like it's going to turn, hopefully. And by the time it hits up around Georgia or the Carolinas, will be a lot weaker, is what they're predicting these days. But you never know. St. Louis Cardinals out first. Excuse me, guys. With Daniel Ponce de Leon is our first autograph out. And we're going to see our golden graphs out of the very first pack, which I think is how the last case went too. We found it out of the first pack. So golden graphs is Matt Kemp for my Cincinnati Reds. How about that? Reds and Matt Kemp to 50 on the golden graphs. There's a golden graphs and a silver signatures case hit in here, guys. So we still have a silver signature to find somewhere along the way. Dakota Hudson, that's another one for the St. Louis Cardinals. He is number 225. And then we have Paul DeYoung. So this entire break seems to be the St. Louis Cardinals, because that is theirs too. So at this moment, they have 3 out of the 4 cards we've seen. That is a little bit insane, isn't it? Of course, we talk about this all the time. Sometimes the collation, the sorting, whatever you want to call it, is terrible in some of these things. Bryce Wilson and the Atlanta Braves. Next up, a Yankee. How about that, Robert? We did find a Yankee. Excuse me again. That is Severino, and it is to 5. Nice. Orange to 5. Gotta like that. Yeah, I apologize, guys, for the throat clearing and coughing and snorting and snotting and whatnot. It is asthma season for me. I guess there's, I don't know, something in the air. Who knows? But anyway, my asthma has been flared up like crazy for the last week or so. And unfortunately, you have to listen to some of that from me as a result. I apologize. Trying not to. Texas Rangers and Patrick Wisdom. The Nationals with Victor Robles. There's Victor is numbered to 50. John, you need some angels. All right, we'll put your angels up there. Oh, Charles, I missed what you typed in there. I don't know how I didn't see that while ago. Charles is asking who all is in the Celebrity Cut signature. You know what? I don't even remember everybody that's on that checklist. It's quite a little decent number of them. I don't know if anybody else remembers everyone to type in there or not, but of course you can catch all that on the Topps website. DJ Stewart comes out for the Baltimore Orioles. And next up, Danny Jansen for the Toronto Blue Jays. Staying Lover, no. Cardinals have been coming out like crazy around here. I mean, like Jay Allen said, one of our other cases had quite a few Cardinals in it as well, like 4 or 5 in there. And I think we've already pulled 4 Cardinals tonight. So for whatever reason, the Cardinals like to hang out here anyway. The Tigers with Miguel Cabrera. We've got ourselves a nice little jumbo patch card there because you know why? Because it's a 1 of 1. That's why. Haha, sweet. You can see it up there in the corner. Miggy, 1 of 1. Detroit Tigers. Love it. Nice hit, Tigers. Nick Martini for the Oakland A's. And of course, I know Cabrera doesn't play quite like he did when he was younger, but it doesn't matter. If you're a Tigers fan, you love Miguel Cabrera, and you got to appreciate everything he's done for the franchise. All right, you know I can't say this guy's last name. He's a Minnesota Twin. He's a rookie. It's Willens, a studio. I'm sure that's not it, even close to it. But anyway, it's him. And it's the Twins, and that's what you need to know. Torii Hunter also out for the Twins. So that was whole box was Twins there with the rookie. And now Torii Hunter, who is our silver signature hit tonight, numbered 215. So nice bit of throwback ink there for Minnesota. And this, of course, brings us to a little last box mojo here. Let's see if we can find something interesting here in our last little bit. Rowdy Tellez out for the Blue Jays, followed by Aaron Nola and the Phillies. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed with the Aaron Nola. See there, Jay Allen? Right as he types in, he hasn't hit any. Then there you go. How about Verlander, by the way, shutting out the Blue Jays? That was a pretty sweet little deal, wasn't it? All right, let's recap this. We have got a 1 of 1 jumbo patch autograph card. That is for Miguel Cabrera and the Detroit Tigers. For the Blue Jays, it is Danny Jansen. Paul DeJong for the Cardinals. DJ Stewart for the Orioles. The Nationals and Victor Robles. There's that nice little Aaron Nola for the Philadelphia Phillies and Jay Allen. The Blue Jays and Rowdy Tellez. The silver signature tonight is Torii Hunter for the Minnesota Twins. There's Willens, however you say his last name, the rookie for the Minnesota Twins, who is, I believe, back in action. You know, he's been injured for a couple months, but I think he came back with the call-up, the expansion of the roster yesterday. Dakota Hudson, St. Louis Cardinals. Matt Kemp for my Cincinnati Reds is the Golden Graphs tonight. Another Cardinal, Daniel Ponce de Leon. For the Oakland A's, it is Nick Martini. And then we have Patrick Wisdom for the Rangers, the Yankees /5 with a Severino. And last but not least is Bryce Wilson for the Atlanta Braves. All right, kids, that is 5-star. We are next going to be taking a look at our Leaf Trinity football. But, of course, before we do that, we will go back to our spreadsheet again. So let's get that info back up in front of you here. So for anybody who missed this earlier, I'm expecting what we're opening today most likely to go out the door to you on Thursday. If I can get it out to you sooner than that, I will gladly do so. If something unexpected happens, it could always go a day later. But right now, I estimate Thursday. If you got skunked in the last break or you get skunked in the upcoming break, and by that I mean you don't pull a card of any sort at all, you are still going to get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation card or cards in it for you. And because it's a paid shipping break, it ships out with the rest of the break. It's only when it's a free shipping break that it's held to go with the next package. So it is a 10-box case of Trinity football. This is break number 1. This product came out on Friday. And of course, same format that you've grown to know and love. We've got team names on one side, winning bidders across from there on the opposite side. Ended tonight on eBay, breaking it tonight, Monday night, the 2nd of September. Now, because these guys are in their college uniforms, for the most part, they don't have logos on them. They don't have team names on them. And they can't, because Leaf doesn't hold that license. So, they go to the current team. Now, some of these guys may have gotten cut over the weekend when the rosters got cut down. Some of them have subsequently been moved on to the same team's practice squad. Some of them may have been, cut entirely and they've gone to a new team. If they've been cut and they've gone to a new team, then the card will belong to the new team. If they got cut and they haven't signed with a new team, then it will go to the team they were most recently associated with. If they got cut and they went to the practice squad, then of course they're going to go to the team whose practice squad they are on. Does that make sense? So, yeah, it's always fun this time of year. right after that cut down, because there's so many people changing teams and doing crazy stuff. It is really hard to keep up with it right in the days after the cut down happens, but hopefully we'll have most of it under control, and if we don't, Stang Lover's usually pretty good about keeping me on the straight and narrow with that. So, Jay Allen, you are out of here. All right, my friend. Well, get yourself some rest, and you always have to get up early, so we hope you get some good sleep tonight to cap off your holiday. John got skunked in the last one. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. That is never fun when that happens, for sure. Michael, what did you say? Any this for the Brewers? No, I don't think we had any hits for the Brewers out of 5-star, guys. Did we? I don't believe so. Charles, I have not looked at who all's in there for the Cubs, so I could not tell you for sure. I looked at the checklist like right when they first posted it, which by now has been a couple weeks ago, because it always, well, doesn't always, but usually goes up several days before a product releases. But I honestly don't remember team by team who's in there and who's not. But I can tell you, you can look at the Topps website to get a kind of general overview by looking at their checklist, or you can go to one of the places that takes those and breaks them down and puts the hits in there by teams. I personally prefer groupbreakchecklists.com, and yes, it is lists with an S, L-I-S-T-S, groupbreakchecklists.com. There are plenty of others that do the same thing, but that's the one I usually would go to. And sometimes they make a mistake, but most of the time they're pretty spot on. And most of the time they will have it up within a day or so of the time a product releases, just in general. So that might help you a little bit anyway. Stang Lover, you need Cowboys, Texans, and the Buccaneers. Oh, okay. All right. Well, then we will have to try to find you some of those. And Stang Lover, you're going to I hope you're going to help me here if I forget and miss somebody who got cut and has gone to another team, although a lot of these guys hopefully didn't get cut, but there have been a few that might have. So we'll check it out here as we go along. All right, so first up I see Alex Barnes. He was undrafted. He originally went to the Titans, and hopefully is still a Titan, but some of that stuff, guys, I will have to double check, as I said, because of all the stuff that's been going on. That is Irv Smith Jr., which would be the Vikings. Behind him, we have Jeffrey Simmons, and Jeffrey is a Tennessee Titan. Next up is Amani Oruwari, and he is a Lion. And then we have a redemption for Damian Harris, who is a Patriot. So there's box one. Charles, you said you know the Cubs have some cards in 5-star, but you haven't seen any of them pulled. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know if we have pulled any or not. I honestly can't remember if we have or not. So Riley Ridley comes out for the Bears. And behind Riley is Jace Sternberger. And boy, I gotta look. I can never remember where Jace should be going. Packers. Green Bay Packers. Stanley Morgan Jr. Nice big relic there for Stanley. He is a Bengal, I believe. Let me double check. I show him as he was an undrafted free agent that was Bengals anyway. Yeah, I don't think Alex Barnes has re-signed anywhere yet either. So again, Stang Lover, if you catch somebody that has re-signed that I'm still associating with the prior team, let me know and I'll correct it live. Otherwise, guys, I will try to double check all this before it goes out the door. That was DeAndre Baker, who is a Giant. Next up here is Jarrett Stidham, who did in fact survive the cut, and he is the official backup, as a matter of fact. How about that? Backing up Mr. Tom Brady, Jarrett Stidham is. So Patriots on that one. Okay, we have numbered to 60. That is Kyle Shermer. And Kyle was an undrafted guy who was the Chiefs, last I knew. Deebo Samuel for the 49ers. DeMarcus Lodge. DeMarcus was another undrafted guy, wasn't he? Or not? He's a Buccaneer, the last that I knew, but I don't remember if they drafted him or if he was undrafted. But I associate him with the Bucs anyway. Here's LJ Scott, and LJ is numbered to 10. And he's another guy I can never, ever, ever remember. All right, so he was undrafted originally to the Ravens, then went to the Browns. So the last that I know of for LJ Scott would be the Browns. But again, I will double check some of these. Nick Bosa, we know he didn't get cut. Nice one out for the 49ers. Oy, pieces of the box flying off on everything there. Numbered to 25, it is Andy Isabella. That is the Arizona Cardinals. And then we have Caden Smith out next. And Caden is the 49ers. David Sills. David is a Buffalo Bill, isn't he, guys? I think so. I think he's another undrafted guy, but Bills, I believe. Caleb Wilson. Caleb goes to the Cardinals. And then we have DK Metcalf for the Seahawks. Numbered to 5 It is Jordan Scarlett. And I got to take a little peek here for Jordan. I want to say Panthers, but that may not be right. Yeah, Panthers. Okay. Isaiah Buggs to 25. Isaiah is a Pittsburgh Steeler. At least he was. I hope he still is. I tried to think who even got cut down on my Steelers. I can't even remember. That's bad, isn't it? Other than I know Eli Rogers got cut. Tyree Brady. That is a really nice looking relic. I like that relic a lot. Tyree here would be the Jags. Excuse me, unless something changed. Yeah, but Stanglover, if David Sills hasn't signed anywhere else, then he would still go to the Bills, right? So as far as I know, he hasn't signed anywhere else. If you are aware of the fact that that's wrong, if he has signed somewhere else, then let me know and I will correct that. There is Noah Fant out. Noah is a Bronco. Damian Harris again for the Patriots. Hi, David Cox. How are you? How are things? How's your holiday weekend? Montez Sweat, numbered to 60 for the Redskins. No, I'm not saying be quiet. No, Stanglover. I'm saying jump in and let me know if he has signed with another team. So, like, if they have signed with another team, for sure, we need to know that. Only if they have been, but if they've been cut and they haven't signed with another team, I'm still going to send them to the last team because that's the, last associated team because that's the easiest way, the best way to do it so that they don't end up like 2/3 of the cards going out through random or something strange like that. That was Mike Weber for the Cowboys. No, I definitely want you to chime in, my friend. That's for sure. I want you to chime in. Chase Vinovich for the Patriots, followed by a Quinnen Williams redemption for the Jets. How about Kyler Murray, if you have the Cardinals? You've already had a couple of decent hits out of here. So add to it there with Kyler. David, mine was good. We didn't do much. I mostly worked. I got a lot of sorting done and shipping done and just trying to get caught up on a lot of stuff. I still probably needed about 4 more days to get caught up on stuff, but hey. We're making progress anyway. Just kind of laying low this holiday. Jalen Smith out next. And Jalen there was an undrafted guy for the Ravens. Myles Gaskin. And Myles was also... Myles was a Dolphin, wasn't he? Yeah, Miles Boykin was a Raven. Myles that we just saw right here, Gaskins, is a Dolphin. Rodney Anderson to 25 for the Bengals. And then we have Travion Williams to 10, the Bengals. And hanging out down here on the bottom is Drew Lock for the Broncos. So far, so good. We've hit a lot of our big guys in the rookie class, I would say. A little Karen Higdon to 60. Now he's another guy that was undrafted, and he went originally with the Texans, and I'm not sure if he has signed with somebody else afterwards or not. Stanglover may know that. I want to say Karen Higdon. I don't know. He may have gone somewhere else. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside for the Eagles, followed by Anthony Ratliff Williams to 10. He is the Titans. Next up is Ryan Finley for the Bengals. And this is Dwayne Haskins for the Redskins. So yeah, now I think we have found most of the heavy hitters of the rookie class. We've already found out of this case, I think. Most of them anyway. But we have a couple boxes left to look at. All right, so Higdon is still a Texan. For some reason, he's one that I thought maybe had gone somewhere else, but I might have him confused with somebody else. There have been so many things, moving parts the last couple of days. Oh, and did you guys see, this cracked me up. So, the Raiders picked up Nathan Peterman, who was just dreadful in the only games he attempted to play. And he got cut up there in Buffalo, and the Raiders picked him up. This is to 10. It's Jalen Jelks. And he did not get cut from the Raiders, believe it or not. And now all of a sudden they have put him on injured reserve. Guess who they picked up to take his place? DeShone Kizer. Like, what in the world? That is crazy, isn't it? You go from one of those widely criticized guys who didn't play very well, and you just go pick up another one kind of just like him. That's a little bit crazy, right? Jalen Jelks, by the way, Cowboys, the last that I know of. Justice Hill for the Ravens. Drew Lock. No, I saw Drew Lock in here. Drew Lock is a Bronco. We've already hit Drew Lock in here. He went by, we're going to recap, but Drew Lock already went by. He's definitely a Bronco. He's injured, but he's definitely a Bronco. Little Jordan Humphrey got cut, numbered to 10, but he was a Saint, and as far as I know, has not re-signed. Keyshawn Johnson. Now, Keyshawn is, I guess, a Cardinal. Devin Bush. Nice Devin Bush out for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, you said Drew Lock, you think he's a 1 of 1. Okay, well, we're going to recap. So if I didn't see the little 1 of 1 printed on there, it sounds like you guys did. So you got a little better eagle eye tonight on some of those clear ones. I have a hard time seeing them a little bit. But of course, if you saw it on there, I trust you. But we will recap it shortly. You'll get a chance to take another look at it. Trey Lamar to 25, the Lions. Next up is Jerry Tillery to 25. I have absolutely no idea where in the world that would go. Like, none. Honestly, I don't even ever remember hearing that guy's name. Does anybody know anything about this guy? Jerry Tillery? He's just going to have to set up there because I have no idea who he is. None. Like, none. There's another Higdon. So there's a pair of Higdons out now for the Texans. Clayton Thorson is the Eagles. And then we have A.J. Brown to 60 for the Titans. Stanglover says this guy, Jerry Tillery, is a Charger. All right. I don't know how I didn't know that guy at all. But so Chargers there for Jerry Tillery, apparently. So, all right. Good to know. Don't know how I didn't know him. But I did not. Okay, so before we recap, let me give you one more little reminder here about how this works. So it's going to go to their current teams if they have been cut here over the weekend. If they have not re-signed with another team since having been cut, they will go to that most recent team. I will have to go through and double check a few of these guys to make certain that what I said in the break was right, but hopefully we got it right as we went. But if anything changes, I would email you and let you know. Oh, Kyle says that Clayton Thorson has signed with somebody else now. Okay, guys, let me look that up real quick, and that might be one that we can correct here while we are live on the air. So, all right, very good. So I did not realize he had been cut either. So let's get that fixed. So he is cut by the Eagles and gone to the Cowboys for Clayton Thorson. That's one we saw just a minute ago, and I will throw that up there again when we recap it, of course. All right, there's Debo for the 49ers, and Kyle Shermer out there hanging out for the Chiefs. here is Jarrett Stidham. He, of course, is a Patriot. There's DeAndre Baker. DeAndre Baker is a Giant. Then we have Stanley Morgan Jr. for the Bengals, followed by Jace Sternberger. And even though I just looked him up a minute ago, I already forgot him again. Packers. Why I can't remember that guy. Riley Ridley for the Bears. And Damian Harris, Redemption, Patriots. Amani Oruwari, and he is the Lions. Next up is Jeffrey Simmons for the Titans, followed by Dwayne Haskins and the Redskins. And then we have Irving Smith Jr. for the Vikings. Ryan Finley for the Bengals. Anthony Ratliff Williams is the Titans. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the Eagles. Karen Higdon, the Texans. Alex Barnes, the Titans. Damian Harris, the Patriots. Jerry Tillery, the Chargers. Which I swear to you, I don't know how I did not know that guy at all, but I didn't. So I'm actually going to write him down. Hang on a second. So that later I don't have to stop and try to go look it up again. It'll just be there. A.J. Brown, Titans. Clayton Thorson, as we just learned, is no longer an Eagle, got cut, and is now apparently with the Dallas Cowboys. There's Karen Higdon again. So he is still down there with the Houston Texans. Then it is Drew Lock. This is the one that you said is a 1 of 1. It's actually a 4 of 10. It says up there in the corner. I just didn't even see it the first time. It's so hard to read. Can you see it up there in the right-hand corner? It says it is 4 of 10. So it is not a 1 of 1, but it is a 4 of 10. Trayvon Williams, Bengals. Noah Fant for the Broncos. And then we have Tyree Brady with one of the better looking patches out of here tonight, I think. He's the Jags. Isaiah Buggs, my Pittsburgh Steelers. Then Rodney Anderson for the Bengals. And then we have, numbered to 5, Jordan Scarlett for the Panthers. Oh, yeah, no, Spanish Mamba. I'm glad that you pointed that out because, honestly, I hadn't even seen that it was numbered at all up there in that upper right-hand corner. It blends in so much when they use the same color ink as the background to put the numbering on those clear ones. I probably wouldn't have caught it until I was sorting it, so at least you saw that it was numbered live and we were able to go in and then take a better look and determine it. So, yeah, I'm glad you pointed it out. That is Myles Gaskin. He is a Dolphin. Jalen Smith comes out next, and not comes out next. We're recapping him. We've already seen him. Jalen Smith, the Ravens. There's Kyler Murray. That one is actually also numbered up there in the corner, which I hadn't caught before. It's numbered to 25 for the Arizona Cardinals. DK Metcalf is the Seahawks. And Trey Lamar, numbered to 25. Trey is a Lion. A redemption for Quinnen Williams and the Jets. Devin Bush for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Chase Vinovich for the Patriots. Let's just get a bunch of these little clear ones out of there together, shall we? Make it easier. Caleb Wilson, Arizona Cardinals. Keyshawn Johnson. I just looked the guy up and I've already forgotten him. Hang on. Cardinals. Why can't I remember him? Some of these guys I have the hardest time with. And then there's Mike Weber. I'm also trying to kind of see if some of these others are numbered that I missed the first time. Mike Weber is a Cowboy. Then numbered to 60 is Montez Sweat for the Redskins. Little Jordan Humphrey to 10. Still goes to the Saints, even though he was cut, unless he's re-signed, and I don't think he has. David Sills, of course, another one that was cut, but as far as I know, hasn't re-signed anywhere else yet, so stays with the Bills. Unless he has re-signed, like as of by tonight. Caden Smith. So Caden is the 49ers. Andy Isabella for the Cardinals. There's the nice Nick Bosa for the 49ers. Was he numbered? No. LJ Scott. And LJ is the Browns as far as I know. To double check him too. DeMarcus Lodge. DeMarcus is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Justice Hill for the Ravens. And Jalen Jelks is the last one there. And Jalen, did I look him up a minute ago? He's another one I have a hard time remembering. Jalen, where are you, buddy? Do I even have him written down? Do I have him written down? He's a Cowboy. Gosh, why can't I remember that? I don't know. I have a mental block about a couple of these guys. All right, so that is the break. That is the recap there. Stang Lover, you said you missed out on a Johnny Dixon autograph relic yesterday because he got cut on Saturday and the breaker had having a none spot. Oh, yeah, see, that... I don't really... I mean, I know that's one way to do it, but I just don't like to do it that way. I mean, honestly, I would just rather give it to the last associated team myself than to have a spot for, like, you know, undrafted or free agents or not signed or cut or whatever you want to call them. But I kind of just prefer to give them to the last associated team if they get cut unless they sign somewhere else. I mean, I think that adds more value to the team spots personally, but I don't know. Everybody looks at it differently, I guess. That's just how I view it. So that's the way I do it, but we all know everybody does it differently. So another little spin through spreadsheet info. Thursday is when I expect to get it out the door. If something changes, if I can get it done faster, I will. If something happens and it goes out a day slower, you know, could be Friday. I expect it should be Thursday. It will all be zooming on the way to you. If you got skunked in either break tonight, didn't pull a card of any type, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will ship out with the rest of the break since it's a paid shipping break, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. So coming up in the days ahead, tomorrow night we're going to do a half case of TriStar autograph mini helmets and a master case of Absolute Football. On Wednesday night, it's a new release night. We'll start at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. It's a half case of Luminaries Baseball and a half case of 2019-20 Contenders Draft Picks Basketball. That's right, 1920 rookies. Woohoo! On Thursday, we're going to break Trinity football again, 5-star baseball again, and some National Treasures collegiate football. On Friday, it will be Luminaries. The back half of the case that we start on Wednesday will finish on Friday, and we'll do another full case of Chronicles baseball. Then on Saturday, we're going to open a 16-box master case of Unparalleled football. So that is what it looks like in the days ahead. Stang Lover, you said one real dilemma is figuring out what's going on with Eris Williams. No cut news, no practice squad listing, not on the regular roster, and not on the Colts website either. Huh. Well, that is weird. So I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe is he on well, no, if he should have been on the cut list. If he was on the available to be claimed from waivers, you should have still seen him on the cut list. Did you look at the transactions page on NFL.com to see if there was any transactions listed for him recently? Because I don't know. Gosh, I can't even remember the last time I saw anything about that guy. So I don't know the answer to that, but I'm sure you have kind of, followed it pretty closely, but Me personally, yeah, I don't know the answer to that. But there is I think even on the transaction page, can't you? Let's just try this. Everybody else, for those of you who might be taking off and like hanging out and not waiting for me to sort this out with Staying Lover, thank you again for being here. I appreciate you. Meanwhile, Staying Lover, let me go to that. I think on the NFL transactions page, you can search by player name, can't you? So hang on a minute. I'm going to go there real quick and see if I can find him for you. I mean, he wasn't in this break, but it would be good to know just anyway. And since you've posed the question, now inquiring minds want to know, like me. If autocorrect would stop changing what I'm trying to type on my iPad, it would be helpful. It keeps changing it to Ariel every time I try to type in the guy's name. Gosh, stop doing that, iPad. Good Lord. It literally won't let me type it in. It's crazy. I've typed it about 7 times now, and it autocorrect keeps changing it. Yeah, it doesn't show anything for him. Huh. That's weird. So you said he is in the product? Okay. Well, I haven't seen him. Obviously, we did not see him tonight, so I didn't know for sure that he was in here. And, oh, because that's only showing me for September. It's not letting me look at transactions. I actually wanted to see transactions from August because I don't know. Let me see if I can pull him up in August. Because I think he may have been, something happened to him before we got to cut down day even. Let's try that. I didn't notice I had it set to filter to September. Let's see if he comes up in August. No, doesn't come up in August either. Huh. I don't know, Staying Lover. I can't find him in there either, even in the NFL transactions. I'll have to go farther months back, and see if I can figure out where he is. If I can, I'll hit you up with an email and let you know. But right offhand, I don't know where he is. I can't seem to locate him even on the NFL transactions page, which is odd. But yeah, he didn't come up in July either. So, I don't know, man. I'll have to try to find him. He did fall off the face of the earth. You're not wrong about that. But now I'm intrigued, so I'll go try and find him. All right, guys, that is it for me tonight. Thank you once again for spending part of your Labor Day with me. I hope you have a great week ahead. I will be back at it tomorrow night. If I don't see you then, I hope I will see you again soon. So have a good week, and we'll see you the next time. Bye now.